No intro tonight. We're just coming in hot and heavy because we've got a few up and coming YouTubers here on the panel, and I wanted to go ahead and highlight them because they got a lot of potential. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Tuesday night's main event. We haven't been here in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So I figured we might as well have a banger show. It's gonna be a few hours and we're out. I'm sick as fuck, but much like Ryan, I'm gonna fake it till I make it. So that's what we're doing. Ryan, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. I am standing as one of the sole survivors of the G&G house. I haven't got sick yet. I kind of feel like I'm almost there, but I'm hydrating with spring water.
There you go.
And I'm just taking a bunch of vitamin C.
That shit's more important.
I know. And I'm okay right now. I'm all right. But yeah, it's good. It's good to be back in the groove, which I know Jeremy's not there yet because he's just sick as shit. But for me, it feels good to be back in the groove. And man, you know, it's almost like we predicted exactly what was going to happen with Star Wars and with the Kenobi series. And Lucasfilm is giving us exactly what we thought they would, which is perfect for us because it's what we told everyone.
It's exactly what we expected. It's just some, and I guess if you guys think Lucasfilm for anything, you know, they got us all together. You know, they got us all together for a Tuesday night's main event. So, thank you, Lucasfilm. We got the busiest man on the internet right now, the man that defeated PayPal.
Yes.
So I don't feel as bad that he defeated me in Mario Kart Sunday since he beat PayPal also. How you doing, Ripa?
Yeah, hey man, I'm doing good. I just been doing fucking just busy, man. Is the perfect term as we gear up for the release of this damn comic book company, man. There's just so much that goes into it, man. And that's just I've been literally nonstop every single day. But yeah, we defeated PayPal. There was some YouTubers that who I certainly won't name because they're not worth it. That were very happy that I was taken off of a fucking payment processors deal, and sad for them. I have been victorious yet again when it comes to another big mega entity that thought I guess they were going to take me down. But here we are. They came in, and this is why it's so important. It was on a fucking Memorial Day weekend. These motherfuckers came in 12 a.m. Memorial Day weekend and corrected this shit. So to all you idiot fucking weirdos who are just clapping and giddying like goddamn seals because you know you thought they you don't like me so much that you know you wanted me to be taken down by fucking PayPal. Well, I won again. So that's Twitter, that's Facebook. I beat fucking Google twice. So I'm just collecting
Mario Kart. Just collecting
Mario Kart. Just collecting a dub on Mario Kart this past Sunday. So I'm just winning. I can't stop winning, man.
Look, man, as again, I'm always looking out for good content. It builds for a good narrative if Ripa could say he won at Mario Kart also. So that's why I let him win. So.
I actually have an admission to make. I feel guilty about not talking to Ripa about this earlier, but since tonight is obviously about acknowledging racism and trying to correct these terrible things that have happened in our past and are currently going on, I need to be upfront with Ripa. Jeremy's not fucking sick. He just didn't get to practice Mario Kart and he needed an excuse on why he got his ass kicked. So he set this whole thing up for days. I don't know why he's still playing it off, but that's actually what's going on. He just wanted an excuse.
Some Jeremy type of shit, man. To extend a fake sickness just so he can play this shit up because he got his ass whooped yesterday.
Oh man, that was good. That was good.
Going nothing about it.
That's right. We're going full Christian Bale. So and my brother from Friday Night Tights, Nerdrotic, finally back on main event. Gary, a pleasure to have you here on the eve of the week of our big 200th episode of Friday Night Tights with a pretty interesting guest. How you doing, buddy?
I'm fired up, dude. That's why I'm like, send me the link tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In the middle of recording a video. I'm so fucking pissed. I'm so tired of talking about Disney Star Wars, but I guess we just have to serve up a reminder. I could probably just dust off an old video from 3 years ago and re-edit it.
Yep. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Well, I think they stepped in it. I think they really fucking stepped in it this time. And I'm gonna pounce. I'm gonna pounce like everybody else is. Fuck it. If you guys want to play, let's play. Every time you guys do this, you bring more people to us. You wake more people up. So in the end, I gotta thank you. Disney Star Wars, while also saying a very heartfelt fuck you. And sorry to start the show that way, but there we
Hey,
go.
drop them bombs, and load of watermarks. Jeremy looks terrible. I feel terrible too, but I hope that's just for tonight. I hope you're saying that. But also he said you all sound ill in another $10 super chat. So I don't think everybody. I mean, I think Ryan's probably borderline sick. I think he's fighting it off. Ripa's just tired because he's working all the fucking time. And Gary's just old. So I mean,
maybe he meant ill like sick, like we're awesome. Maybe that's what he meant.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I will take that. But yeah, so let's start out the gate right now with Lucasfilm and what they pulled last night. Ryan, I'll kind of let you kind of set that whole thing. You usually have the tabs pulled up, but I made a video on it. I'll give Ryan a time to pull everything up, but I made a video on it. Lucasfilm once again, and I think it was Stephen Wayne Art that made a meme that I want to show you guys, where he basically replaced their tweet with Gina Carano's name. And I'm going to pull that up as well. But good. So this whole virtue signaling nonsense, once again, they preemptively already started this nonsense before the series ever came out. They said they were preparing her, that there would more than likely be racist attacks, preparing her. So they were already preemptively telling you that this is exactly the direction they were going to go. And then the series has released. In my opinion, as I said in my video, I think it's actually getting better feedback than I thought the show would get. While I did think it would do huge numbers because it's a prequel era, show with Obi-Wan Kenobi and, Anakin Skywalker in the marketing. So obviously that's going to pull people in. But the one common criticism that I have seen universally is that Reva is a bad character. And she is. The actress is not good in the role. The character is not well written, and she doesn't belong in the story whatsoever. So Ryan, take it away.
They knew that this was going to happen. Star Wars was ready for the backlash. It's almost like they knew that that there were parts of the show that were not going to be accepted very well. So a week before Kenobi premieres, we see a very similar headline that we're used to with Disney Star Wars. Lucasfilm has already warned Obi-Wan star Moses Ingram about the likely racist reaction from the worst corner of Star Wars fans. And this thing was full of her saying, don't worry, Lucasfilm already told me about this. But not only that, there were also parts in here where she said to me, it's long overdue to have diversity in the galaxy. If you've got talking droids and aliens, but no people of color, it doesn't make any sense. Shockingly, somehow, I suppose she missed, all of these different people, most of which there was no backlash associated with them, almost like there's not a racist reaction from Star Wars fans. But then today they rolled it out after all the bad reaction to Reva, after all the bad feedback universally surrounding this character, whether it's because of the writing, whether it's because of the fact that she doesn't belong here, or whether it's the acting itself. She got some backlash, and she shared a couple screenshots on Instagram, which, to be honest with you, are some of the most tame stuff I've seen in regards to abuse. Now, that's not to say she deserves it. That's not to say that, anybody should have people reaching out like that because of her performance on a show. I don't think that. But at the same time, it wasn't the worst thing we've ever seen. And Star Wars, what do? They immediately virtue signal. We're proud to welcome Moses Ingram to the Star Wars family and excited for Reva's story to unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel in any way unwelcome, we have only one thing to say. We resist. There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist. Now, this is gaslighting. This is setting a false dichotomy, which is either you like and accept the character or you're a racist. That may not be exactly what they said, but that's what they're trying to get across. And that's what every single mainstream news publication, every internet garbage tier site has been posting today, that racist fans don't like this character. And it's expected from Disney.
It's 100% expected. And you're 100% right. This is meant to take any valid criticism and silence it. So now people that are just sitting there, people like me, before I ever called this stuff out, when I would just sit in there and I was like, God, I really don't like what they're doing here, but I don't want to be called a racist or a sexist, because most people don't like being called racist or a sexist. Until you get to our position, then it's a badge of honor at this point. But most people are sitting there going, yeah, I don't want to be labeled that because I don't want my job to hear that, or I don't want my family to hear that, or I don't want to have a Google search and my kid sees this. Like, people don't want to be labeled that. So it's meant to take any valid criticism away. So now if you're willing to just give genuine criticism to this character, now people are going to go, oh, I don't want to be linked. I don't want to be linked in with those alt-right people that were attacking her. It's disgusting. And Lucasfilm can go fuck themselves. I hate this company. I despise them.
It's a dog shit company, but it's something crazy when I'm talking about fucking Star Wars of all things. But like, they know that the vast majority of the criticisms that are taking place have absolutely nothing to do with this character's fucking race. None. And they're totally aware of that. The reason why, and I'm calling bullshit even on the messages, because I don't for once believe that, if you read some of them, people don't fucking even talk like that. So I'm like, man, this might either be bots or they're fucking people that are weird like that. How many times have we caught folks doing shit like that, where it's like, it's effectively a false flag, right?
Juicy Smollett, Bubba Wallace.
All the time, where I'm not saying that she's the one doing it, but there are, of course, weirdos that like this shit out of spite, who want to perpetuate a narrative. So yeah, they send some shit off, but she knows this shit. Everybody over there at Lucasfilm knows this shit. Everybody at Disney, even the people that criticize or that see the criticisms, they all know that has nothing to do with the primary criticism of this character. But that's what they're going to fucking focus on, because that was a narrative that they want built in. And this is why I especially think that they're pieces of shit, because if you are going to have and insert someone in there, right, a character for whatever reason, and you're going to sit here and have that character exist solely to be shielded from fucking consequences, or rather criticisms in this aspect, because they're black or because they're a woman or because they're gay, that's fucking bullshit. You're a piece of shit if that's what you're doing, because that's essentially all they're doing. It's like, well, this character's black, this character's female, therefore if you're criticizing them, it must be because she's black and she's a female, and therefore you're a racist, or in this case, probably some level of misogyny or bullshit like that. Like, it's deja vu. We've seen this time and time again, especially with Disney, where they bake this stuff in and they think they can just get away with gaslighting really their audience. And it goes to show how Disney feels about their like fans, and I use that term loosely. We are in an age, think about how crazy this fucking shit is. We're in a day and age where people that are in control of these properties are actively gaslighting the fans of their products. Like, that to me is fucking weird. We're not that old. And we all of us have been part of, at some point in age, where corporations really didn't even take sides like that. It was like, just produce product. If it's shit, it's shit. If it's great, it's great. And that's all that it is. What we're seeing right now is mega corporate entity after mega corporate entity say, hey guys, fuck you. You guys that have purchased our products, that have basically carried these franchises, fuck each and every fucking one of you, and we will gaslight you and have you thinking that you're crazy just because you sit up here and watch the show and say, well, that character's fucking goofy and doesn't belong. It's fucking crazy.
Yep.
It is crazy, but it's actually happening. It's continuing to happen in a time where it's past being, you can't even argue that this works. You can't. This is, I mean, we're so far past this. We're in a different world. Lucasfilm still thinks it's 2019. Got some fucking news for you. You don't think Tom Cruise watched this shit go down? You don't think Tom Cruise, like Mr. fucking Hollywood, isn't paying attention to everything? You don't think his little thank you to the fans, his little innocuous thank you, is a fucking direct result of what Star Wars did today? You don't think Tom Cruise is aware that Top Gun is more popular than Star Wars this last weekend?
Which is insane. That should never be the case.
And never be the case, but it is. And Star Wars isn't even the second most popular thing this weekend. It's the fucking third.
Yep.
The fucking third most popular thing. Disney Star Wars, that's your fucking fault. You can try to blame us all you want. Listen, I didn't take it personal because I'm not a fucking Star Wars fan. So I'm not going to take it fucking personal, but I'm going to have the fans back no matter what, you motherfuckers. You come out gaslighting the way you do Lord of the Rings did this shit. It doesn't fucking work anymore, and I'm gonna enjoy watching you fail. And I'm gonna play with my fucking food this time. It's gonna be fun.
Well, it is. What's so aggravating about it is what's her name, Ryan? Christina
Ariel.
Yeah,
they
Christina
did
Ariel.
the same exact thing for Christina Ariel. This chick who, if you watch Rewriting Ripley, I think they got my quote in there, has a history of anti-white tweets. Not just one, not just two, not just three, like dozens of anti-white, like legitimately racist stuff that she's tweeted in the past. They stand behind her. And now all of a sudden you have a couple Instagram messages, which again, I don't think anybody should be getting, mean Instagram messages for their role in a Star Wars show.
Well,
but
I should open up my shit for them. If they think this shit is right here, it's fucking insane.
That's what I mean. Like, Ripper, you will have comments on this stream in the chat that are worse than what we've seen here.
Exactly.
John Matrix, when he joins us on Sports Wars, sees way more racist stuff just from a couple people that don't like him in the chat. I remember a couple months ago when maybe I was getting some backlash over a review I had for The Batman. Remember some of the shit that was getting said about me? Like, this is not that bad. Doesn't mean it should happen. Doesn't mean it's okay. Doesn't mean I am down with this or think it's acceptable. But at the same time, this is the fucking internet, guys. And if this is the worst you can show, if this is the worst you can show, your days are numbered. Misspelled your. What's the next one? You're not the first N-word, soft A, in Star Wars, fool. Another misspelling. Isn't that weird? It's almost like if you were trying. It's almost like if you're trying to fake these, you would put a couple random misspellings in there. What about this one? You suck, loser. You're a diversity hire, and you won't be loved or remembered. For
people don't talk like that, bro. People not fucking talk. This is why look. I get it. People say fucked up shit on the internet all the time. If anybody knows that shit, I know it because I've had some very egregious things that have been said about me. People don't talk like that, right? So when I see something like this, I say effectively, it's like a false flag, as in it feels orchestrated in the sense that you want this narrative to be true. So of course you highlight it. Yes, I have to leave it open that there's one or two people that would say some goofy shit. I have to leave it open. That may happen. One or two people may say goofy shit. But to act like that's like the predominant like criticism of what's taking place here is just so disingenuous, man. That's why I did my video, because I'm like, dude, are you fucking serious here? Like they're gonna try this again, like what Gary says, 20. Like we already saw this before. We saw it not just with other franchises. Lucasfilm, we saw it with your franchise. You're doing the same thing, the same old script that is played out. You are running it again. The analogy that I use, I was like, dog, y'all gotta get some sort of DLC, right? Like this at this point is repetitive. We've already seen it. And this is why I think NPCs is the perfect fucking term for these fucking people, because they don't know how to operate without that. That's all Star Wars has. That's all Disney's Star Wars has and Lucasfilm have, is that play. Because they don't want to atone for making bad shit.
To your point, like they preemptively put this out there before the show even came out. They were already, and I think, I can't remember if it was Ryan or Garrett. I'm pretty sure it was Ryan, but basically you're like, they know how bad this is going to be and they're getting ahead of it. And that's exactly her. Look, I don't care. Like, again, I have no problem admitting that I based on what I've seen, like the reception to Kenobi is better than I thought. That doesn't mean it's like great. It's not like Mandalorian, what reception is, but people are like it. But universally, people are saying that she's not good. And if you watch it, just take it back. She's not good. She's not good. Her performance is terrible. It feels forced. It feels like she's trying so damn hard to sound menacing and mean, and she's not good. And the existence of her character shouldn't even be in this to begin with. You know what I mean? And that's one of the problems, one of the many problems that we're dealing with here. Doesn't mean anything about her as a person or whatever. And I hate that we have to keep prefacing that bullshit. Like, I'm so fucking tired of it. I've got 5 messages today that were worse than that shit, you know, from people that are claiming that it's so toxic that, you know, we're like, and it's like these people are like telling me burn in hell, you know, die. I hope everybody that likes his tweets burns in hell. Like, it's just all these people saying, oh, well, you're a white person, you don't know what racism's like. Like, because all I did yesterday, all the people are quote tweeting me, all the Raylos, and Raylos are weird, but all the Raylos are sitting there quote tweeting me, just trashing me as a racist. So I simply would just like take their username and I like search it out with like white people, and they're all like, there's all these tweets of them talking about how white people are terrible, white people this, what. So I would just I'm like, the people that are calling me racist, all you got to do is screenshot it, and then they get mad, and now they're saying, look at my quote tweets, dude, it's insane. But they're like, oh, white people can't experience racism, it's not white, you know, blah 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 blah. So it's unbelievable. Are we having issues right now?
It is, yeah. So this is if it's something that's happened a couple times from StreamYard to YouTube over the past week or so. It's like a weird connection issue. Audio starts being choppy. It's not us. It's not our mics. We can all hear each other fine. It's not a bad connection. It's between StreamYard and YouTube. But hopefully you guys will be able to hear this. I just got tagged in this by Lily. Check this out here. This is their goal, right? To take a couple DMs that are, again, not that bad. And this is what they're turning it into, okay? All you guys who love you, and I love you, and I'm going to give this show a chance because Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here you go. Here's your man.
This weekend, Star Wars fans made Obi-Wan Kenobi the most watched Disney Plus original series premiere of all time. And for that, I would say a big thank you. And it just goes to show what this family can do when we all pull together. However, it seems that some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs.
The most horrendous racist DMs. And he even pauses and looks down. He killed younglings. It's like it's from the same fucking script. I haven't listened to the rest of this yet, so this is going to be blind reaction from here on out from me.
I heard some of them this morning, and it just broke my heart. Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman, and she's absolutely amazing in this series. She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise, and it just sickened me to my stomach to hear that this had been happening. I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world. And I totally stand with
very going out on a limb there, Ewan, saying racism is bad. I what an announcement.
You know what though? You know what? I'm for once, I am going to agree with Ewan McGregor, because I think it's very important that we call out bad behavior and toxicity. I think it's very important that we call out bad behavior from people like Ewan McGregor that cheated on his wife and running around, you know, with all these little hot numbers. So, hey, be better, Ewan. I agree with Ewan McGregor. Let's call out toxicity. It's always projection from these motherfuckers that want to pretend that they are the moral superiority. They all have something to hide no matter what. They always have something to hide. Go fuck yourself, Ewan McGregor. Absolutely.
This is my thing. And this is the obvious elephant in the room. They did none of that shit for Gina Carano.
None.
It didn't happen. None of these guys came out, put themselves on a limb to just make a simple video that Star Wars posted saying that they stood with someone that has done nothing wrong, right? Gina Carano did nothing wrong. Now, she, of course, does not have the proper politics if you are going to exist in Hollywood. So we know that that's the reason why. But it goes to show how chicken shit and how bullshit this company is, that we already have an instance of a female, of a woman, by the way. And we know all the fucked up shit that people said about her. And not one time did these guys come out and they were like, hey, this is our gal. In fact, you gave it a fucking boot. So how are we supposed to take anything they fucking say seriously in this regard, that they care about this shit. But it's just so insane to watch this play out because everybody here said that it was going to happen. So it's like none of this is surprising. The only thing I guess is surprising or shocking, if you will, is the fact that they think that they're going to be able to pull this shit over on everybody again. Like they're going to attempt to do this shit and run with this ridiculous sort of narrative that this is just this toxic side of the fandom that are really going, and she's really having some sort of problems here. Like, fuck off, man. Like, we know this is bullshit. And they know it too. They know that shit too.
Well, the KKK didn't show up in front of her house or something. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. That this is over these DMs, right? Is there a couple legitimate people out there, racist, that hate Moses?
Probably not watch Star Wars.
You know what I mean? There's probably a couple of them out there on the internet. I guarantee there's a couple people. But acting like this is any sort of impactful thing at all is ridiculous and insane. They're trying to make the connection and insinuate that anyone who criticizes this person as a character is doing so out of racism. That's what they are trying to make the connection in people's heads with. It's fucking disgusting.
The company that, I mean, it gets brought up, but it needs to get brought up. That shrunk Finn on a poster, thanked a concentration camp, didn't do shit for Gina Carano, put a mask on Black Panther, is calling us out for racism.
Oh man.
All right, hang on. So, Ryan, do you want to restart this and do stream lab real quick? It's bad. Like, chat's just spurting out about how terrible the audio lag is.
It happened on my stream, and after a little bit, it kind of settled out. But I don't know. It's up to you.
Let me listen back to it.
But like, I want to go over this real quick because this is the idea that this is a racist reaction. You would have to then say that every other black character in Star Wars had a similar reaction, a similar racist reaction, if that's what you're going for. And that's just not the case. Giancarlo Esposito in The Mandalorian, where were all the racists when he was there? Oh, there wasn't any backlash? Is that because maybe generally people liked him as a character and as an actor? Maybe. I don't know. This is insane. There were not these reactions to say Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu. There were not these reactions to Grief Karga in The Mandalorian.
It's the same. It's the same nonsense as like Gary will be covering this extensively on his channel, but just like Lord of the Rings and how they built this whole like, Ian McKellen faced all of this homophobic attacks, and it's like that never happened. It never happened. Like Ian McKellen's Gandalf is one of the most universally
they're trying to speak it into existence.
Loved. Yeah. That's exactly it.
And it's because they know the shit is. It's not even about it being terrible. It's that it's worth criticizing. You know what I mean? That's it. And so they're trying to shield themselves away from it. Nobody's fucking. She's not the first fucking black character that is introduced in fucking Star Wars. And I can, even as a normie, I fucking know that there wasn't much issues with the other ones that were there. That is to say that obviously there aren't racist people out there. I think most of them probably aren't watching fucking Star Wars in the first place. But what we're trying to do is act as if that is the primary thing right here. So the left is so good at this. They do this so well. So when they can gaslight everybody to make it seem like this is the most prominent part of, let's say, a fandom or group of that is saying things, let's say, speaking about something in a negative light. So then what happens is even the people that they know don't even fit that bill, they're going to try to lump them all there. So they can then justify whatever negative, goofy shit that they don't say about us or anybody in our space that is daring to criticize them. They've done it in the political realm all the time with these terms like Nazi and all of that shit. Now everybody's that. You know what I mean? It doesn't. And if they can't directly call you that, they'll say you're a sympathizer or use these other goofy fucking terms because they just want to lump their enemies, people that they see as their enemies, as the worst fucking possible people that they possibly can. But they don't want to do the work to have to try to prove any of that shit. So we just will do it as loose as we can, and we'll speak that into existence just to justify what they're going to say to us. Because I can guarantee you that just the people that are even mildly critical of what's going on with this new Kenobi show are going to get things said that are far fucking worse to them by people that shield for this fucking $1 billion company. I can guarantee you that.
It's already happened. It's already happened. And thankfully, we don't give a shit. They can keep trying. You just keep helping us. So thank you.
How do we fucking guys that just turn on fucking cameras in our fucking rooms somehow have more gonads than fucking $1 million actors and actresses and shit? And apparently they can't take, like, dude, you come on. Everybody here has gotten very egregious things said to them on the fucking internet. Period. That's just the bottom line. When you're in a space where you're public, it fucking happens. That's not to say that they are. I have a fucking entire playlist dedicated for these crackhead motherfuckers, where I will bring random people on and monetize they bitch ass.
Hey, time out. I'm gonna start another stream right now. So link is going live. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so you guys can pick that up. So here's the link, and we're gonna go through Streamlabs. Let's see, give me just a second, because everybody's just saying the lag is just terrible. Here's the new link right here in the chat. Boom. Yeah, I've been listening. It is skipping in and out. So there's a new link right there. So if you guys want to go hit that link, all right, and then I'm going to restart. I should be live in less than 5 minutes, all right, and we'll get this party started. It wouldn't be a Gary stream without problems, okay? I mean, we did start on time, so we had to have some problems.